Hello and welcome to India Tonight. I'm Karan Thapar. It's been a dramatic 24 hours for Indian cricket. Lalit Modi has been suspended and charge-sheeted by the BCCI. A new interim chairman and commissioner of the IPL has been appointed, and the BCCI chairman has spoken at length about the malaise that has eaten into the core of Indian cricket. So how should we react to today's developments? Are they a necessary step in the right direction, half measures, or even contradictions? That's with the former president of BCCI, AC Muttaya, former test cricketer, manager and coach Abbas Ali Beg, the well-known and highly regarded sports journalist Ayaz Memon, and former cricketer and commentator Atul Vasan. Gentlemen, let's start with today's developments. Mr. Muttaya, a charge sheet against Lalit Modi with some 22 charges, and then he's suspended today from the job that he's been doing for the last 3 years. Do you believe that this was a necessary step in the right direction, or do you have reservations about the manner in which the governing body of the IPL has acted?
This is absolutely wrong what they've done to Modi. There are only two clauses under which they can frame charges. One clause is if he has brought disrepute to the board, the president is at liberty to take action to suspend him and then set up an inquiry and complete it within 6 months' time. The other clause is what I had challenged in the court. It says that if you are an administrator or any office bearer of the board, you are not supposed to have any commercial interest. And if you have commercial interest, you have to be disqualified. Now that was the clause under which I challenged and said Mr. N. Srinivasan, the secretary of the board, should be disqualified. Instead of disqualifying them, what they did, they amended the clause, say that IPL is excluded from all these commercial interests and conflicts of interest. Now, if that was the case, then why have they charge-sheeted Mr. Modi on the same grounds? It is absolutely double standard. And you show one yardstick to Mr. Srinivasan and the other yardstick to Modi. And Srinivasan has no business to convene and stay in judgment of Mr. Modi, because he is an affected party himself.
Can I therefore clarify for the audience what you're saying about the second clause? What you're saying is that a clause that was amended to permit Mr. Srinivasan to be the owner of a franchise team has now been used against Mr. Modi, but you're also suggesting that it's been used against Mr. Modi not in its amended form, but in its earlier previous unamended form. Is that the point you're making? Mr. Muttaya?
Running a Mickey Mouse board.
In other words, you're saying that this board has behaved like a Mickey Mouse board. Is that right?
Absolutely. This is not the way to, you have one yardstick for Modi and one yardstick for Srinivasan. How can it happen? Anyone in the normal senses will understand.
Ayaz Memon, let me bring you in here. The board's explanation given in fact by Shashank Manohar was that it was necessary to suspend Modi for a free and fair inquiry. You've just heard AC Muttaya say that the board has behaved with double standards, with hypocrisy, and shown itself to be a Mickey Mouse board. What's your feeling? Is Mr. Muttaya right, or is Shashank Manohar right?
Look, I think they were on the path of confrontation for the last 2 weeks, ever since Lalit tweeted the shareholdings of the Kochi franchise. That has been the precipitating factor. Now it emerges that there were other areas of dissonance regarding the internet deal and whatever else. I think Lalit Modi asked for 5 days' time. The board said nothing doing. They waited for the tournament to get over, and they've suspended him. The only ground that they had of suspending him was to say that he's brought disrepute to the board, which is what they have employed over here. They've given him 15 days notice to prove his innocence, but till such time he does it, he's out of all board posts. He's no longer the vice president or the IPL chairman or the IPL commissioner. So in that sense, it seems that Modi has not had his say in the matter, and whatever he replies now will be put forward to the working committee and decisions will be taken there. And I think Mr. Modi is perhaps going to go to court or use the public forum to air his grievances. We have to wait and see what steps he takes now.
Abbas Ali Beg, I suppose at the core of the manner in which Lalit Modi has been treated is this question of natural justice. He's been accused and charged, but he wasn't actually given a chance to defend himself at the meeting today. Now, Tiger Pataudi, a member of that governing body, in interviews that he gave me prior to the meeting today, made it crystal clear that he thought the right course of action would be for Mr. Modi to attend the meeting, which Mr. Modi, after an initial hesitation, was willing to do, explain himself, then ask for time if necessary, and that the body should give him that time. That didn't happen. Do you think, in fact, Tiger Pataudi's initial position was right, and that the position the board has taken today is wrong?
Well, I think this is the essence, isn't it, Karan, that one part of the board doesn't know, or the IPL doesn't know what the other part is saying or doing. If Tiger Pataudi, in his magnanimity and everything, said in the interview that perhaps they were a little lax in questioning Lalit Modi at the right time, in which case the situation that exists now may not have existed. And at the same time, the president comes up and says that, look, we've got to suspend Lalit Modi first, and if you suspend him, he cannot obviously attend the meeting this morning. And his reasoning was that unless he is suspended, then the show cause notice cannot be given to him. So I think there's this miscommunication that appears to have occurred from time to time in the board and in the IPL that perhaps has aggravated the situation. So I think that there's a need for the BCCI to look into how the equation between themselves and the IPL was conducted, and perhaps improve upon it. And then for the next season, the IPL 4, all these little niggles that occur from time to time, totally unnecessarily, can be sorted out.
Atul Vasan, we have, as you've just heard Abbas Ali Beg say, miscommunication. You have positions taken by members of the governing body before the meeting today, which clearly have been contradicted by the way the meeting has decided a position today. And you also have the unhappiness expressed by Mr. Mutaya. Would you accept that far from resolving the situation, it's more aggravated today?
It doesn't come as a surprise to me as well, Karan, because, there's been a lot of noise about it, and certain people feel that there has to be done something, and something drastic has to be done immediately. I can't see the need for it, because if we have all these facts have been known, which are just coming out now. They have been open secrets. So why just this haste? That is one. And as a former cricketer, I just want, this product, which is such a lovely product. And as a former cricketer, I want this to survive and be healthy. And any step forward in that direction by the governing council, which has got people of impeccable reputation like Mr. Pataudi is there. And if he feels that the time was given and he was vetoed over in the meeting, that I don't know. But whatever it is, it has to be handled very professionally now. It is not like the board of older years where things used to happen unilaterally, and things used to be fine. But now it's such a big event worldwide. Everybody's watching. It has to be above board.
Let me bring you in.